Welcome back to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David. All right, this is going to be a brief reading. Not intending this to be long. This is going to be on the Longshoreman strike on the East Coast. Tens of thousands. What's the actual number here? It's in this article. 45,000 dock workers went on strike on Tuesday for the first time in almost 50 years. And it's a move that could put up to 100,000 people out of work. Basically, they're asking for higher pay. They were saying that the members top out at $39 an hour, and they're looking for a 77% increase, or at least close to that, over the next 7 years. Okay. The shipping companies and such would probably like Biden to force the longshoremen back to work, but here's the thing. When you force union members to go back to work while they're negotiating, they do what's known as a slowdown. And what they'll do is they will follow every rule that they are supposed to follow, and they will follow it to a T. And the article that I was reading the other day about this, let's say they can, in an evening or in a day, they can unload 30 ships. That'll get cut down to about 8 if they followed all the rules that they're supposed to as written. So they can play that game too, and it still causes a backlog because basically 2/3 of the ships, more than 2/3 of the ships, aren't getting serviced. So it's not always in the company's best interest for the president to force the workers back, and Biden has said he's not planning on forcing the workers back. For those Cash Peters fans watching this, he saw something about the U.S. economy, and he was seeing like a mountain in a spiral, and things were rickety, and then there was like a plank that was put on. This could be the rickety thing. Now, the plank could be a temporary agreement to get the longshoremen back working. This could be the government forcing them to get back to work. And I had one person comment that they thought this was the Republican October surprise. Was, basically the Republicans convincing the longshoremen to go on strike to start crippling the economy just before people are voting. I don't know if I buy into that, simply because there's a black cat here. And why would you buy into anything when you could have a black cat sitting on your table? Well, hello. What brings you here? He came here to steal the kitten's food, because kitten's food is tasty compared to his food, which is not tasty. But surprises on him that we're transitioning the kitten off of kitten food onto adult kibble, and now he'll have no kitten food to steal. But you interrupted my train of thought. It wouldn't make much sense, though, because if the longshoremen are striking and the economy starts tanking, nobody's going to blame Biden for it. It's the longshoremen. They've got a villain, so I don't think that's it. But let's take a look to see the energy around it and how long this is going to take. Okay, so we have moved Nico onto the chair where he can observe the card process here. And I will get the camera turned down just a little bit so you can not see the black cat on the chair. The white towel does provide some contrast. Oh, there's some eyes. I saw eyes. There's eyes right there. All right, let's see the energy around this longshoreman's. Yeah, now you can see him. Two of Wands. Okay. Its actions coming may not end anytime soon, but we've started this process here in the Emperor. Is that Biden going to be doing something, or is this the long? I got the vibe from this one. I just saw like the president of the longshoremen, and that's kind of what he's looking like to me. So to me, this is the longshoremen basically flexing their muscle. First strike in 50 years. I got the Emperor and the Empress here. This is a time of a resurgence for the labor unions, and I think the longshoremen are being heard, and they want to be heard. They want to take care of their members, and they're willing to go on strike in order to do it. In the past, the Chariot card, I think, You know what? I don't think this is I don't think it's a political thing. It is. A strike is going to be politically timed. It just is. But this has been something that's been in the planning for a while. It's been slowly growing. I'm sure they were hinting and talking. Maybe this is to put pressure on Biden or Kamala Harris. Maybe this is to put pressure on Trump. Because when you can impact the economy, like the Longshoreman can, you have power. And right now, during a month before the election, you have power and influence. Current situation is the Five of Wands. Okay, and they're not rioting on the picket lines, but they are definitely picketing, and they're definitely being heard. The thing you have to worry about is what I'm going to read on next is how people are going to react to it, which is, apparently the hoarding of toilet paper has started. Overarching energies, King of Pentacles. Yeah, this is just going to be this is political in that it's for the best money for the Longshoremen, and making the shipping companies have to deal with stuff like that. The shipping companies are going to have to pull their political strings to get stuff done and spend money that way, or they could just deal with the Longshoremen. The lesson to be learned is the Knight of Swords. There could be some swift action coming. I think there will be some swift action coming. I hope it's not the companies suing the Longshoremen saying the strike is illegal and then they have to get back to work. But that it would be something like that. Or this could be Biden intervening. Now, Biden said he wasn't going to intervene, so I'll keep that one off the table. I'll take the man for his word on this one. The outcome is the Four of Wands. This could also mean that the strike is resolved fairly quickly. I do think that this is going to be a victory for the Longshoremen. They may not get everything they want. You don't know, when you want a 77% increase over 7 years, you're probably not going to get what you want. That's the whole point of collective bargaining, is you give a little to get a little. But I suspect the vibe I'm getting from the Longshoremen is they will get a lot. They're not going to get a little. It's not like they're going to get a 20% increase over 2 years or a 30% increase over 5 years. I think they're going to get like a 50 or 60% increase over that 7-year period. They will get a significant pay raise. All right. Fluid for Carter. How long will this strike last? Is this going to be a long strike? Is it going to be a short strike? What's the duration of this strike, given the current energies? Meow, 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 meow. Pay attention, Nico. Four of Wands. Longshoremen win. 4 weeks, 4 days. Yeah, they're gonna get what they want. 5 of Swords. They're holding all the cards. They really are. They really are holding all the cards. It's going to be offers for money and Temperance. Again, I really hope that they're not forced to return back to work. That's not going to go well for anybody. I think this is going to go through a process. I would expect a couple weeks. No more than 4 weeks. They'll be out, I think, for a couple of weeks because, you got your posturing and stuff like that. It just seems to me that the Longshoremen are holding the cards here. And the shipping companies, I'm sure, have been making massive profits. And it's going to be hard for them to say that, we can't afford this. And I don't think people want a long strike on this. We already have supply chain issues. I think there's going to be a lot of government, there's going to be a lot of political stuff that's done, but it may not be on the Longshoremen. It may be done on the shipping companies. Political favors, political deals, some things that can maybe be done for the shipping companies to make life a little easier on them if they're a little more willing to give up something up here. how will the? I'm just curious how the average person is going to view this strike. Here we go again. Everybody's going to start hoarding toilet paper and sugar and yeast and stuff like that. Yeah, thinking about themselves. When is this going to be over? Is the end in sight? Got it. Yeah. People with money, they're just going to hoard stuff. They want to make sure they're taken care of. And this is going to be the couple that fills up their bed of their pickup truck with toilet paper and paper towels and flour and sugar and bread yeast. Rather than, wait things out or allow other people to have a turn. It's already happening. Hopefully it's not that bad, but I think we're just going to see it again. We're just going to see it again. Last question. Spirit, what do you want to share with me about this Longshoreman strike? It's going to be a quick strike. Will Longshoremen get what they want? Will there be an intervention? Will there be enough toilet paper at Costco for Michelle and I tomorrow to stock up? What do you got for me, Spirit? What do you want to share with the audience here? Spirit probably doesn't even use Kirkland or Charmin or anything like that, so they have no idea. They don't understand the debate between a bidet and two-ply. Certainly they wouldn't understand the obviousness of why you don't get one-ply. What does Spirit want us to know? Ace of Swords. Okay, so Hanged Man, High Priestess, Knight of Pentacles, Page of Cups. I think that there's just always going to be an element of people that are just, when something unexpected happens, they just get a bee in their bonnet and they just have to do stupid stuff. They don't think. They just react and make foolish decisions. They care only for themselves. Everybody else can go take a hike. And part of it is just, it's resource guarding. It's fear about money and fear about availability when there's no issue with it. For other folks, be judicious, make good decisions, save enough for other people. If you're really concerned about things, get enough for yourself and conserve as best you can. Don't be wasteful. Avoid being wasteful. That's all. But we'll probably go through a little mini bit of this. Hopefully it's over in 4 weeks' time before the election, and then we'll happily forget about this and move on with the next crisis that comes our way, which is going to be the Republicans saying the election was stolen from them. Anyways, thank you very much for watching this video and supporting my channel. I appreciate it. I hope you found this reading insightful. It is for entertainment purposes only. Are you entertained? Let's see. Is he entertained? He's getting ready to leave. Huh, well, like Jack LaLanne, when the dogs run in, it was the end of his show, and when the cat runs out, it's the end of this broadcast. Have a good night, everyone. I'll catch you on the next video. Take care.